Hey guys, welcome back. In this tutorial, we'll talk about compound objects and few more modifiers which will help us in making our model quickly. So let's move to the modifiers first. Click on the line and first modifier is our lathe. Lathe is basically used for the 360-degree objects like the objects which are round in shape. So just take a reference. First we'll make a plane. We'll just move upward and backward from the grid and we'll apply our reference so that we may get a perfect result. Bitmap png. Okay, so finally we are done. Click on the shaded mode, just stretch it of the grid. So like if you need to just make a model of these particular shapes, so by creating this with the default shapes or by editable polymorph, they will create a lot of problem or they will make our work bit more difficult. So in this type of situation, the 360-degree shapes, like the shapes which are round, like these shapes are totally round. So in these situations, like modeling these type of shapes of bottles or glass or any showcase jars, etc., we just need to make the outline of the shape like I'll show you once. Just click on the shape. By pressing shift you can get straight line. By holding shift and just click the left mouse button, you just need to follow the basic shapes and hence the thing will be done very easily. There is nothing difficult in that. You just need to follow the shape. Just click. And just on the grid ones and just release the shape in between. Press right click when you're done with the shape. Okay, so the third tab here, hierarchy tab, is for pivot point. Pivot, just click on effect pivot point only. Pivot point is this. Just be sure, remember always that while applying lathe on any shape, you need to keep pivot point to the center. So let's keep this pivot point to the center. Again, click on effect pivot point only. Just click on the modifier tab, apply lathe on it, and you will see that we got a shape. Now we just need to correct the shapes. Just go to the line, vertex, and just correct your shape. You just need to make a bit more round shape. Okay, okay. I'll just I'll just make this shape once again so that you may understand the shape very clearly with round edges. Click here, click here, click here, click here, click, click. apply lathe on it, and you will see that we finally got the result. If you need any changes in your object, just click on the plus mode. Plus mode is for the options given in that object. If you need to just do some changes, you can just change on the vertex. You will get the changes. Like if you just need to make this corner smooth, just right click and click on the bezier corner. It will give you two handles where you can just adjust the shape very easily without any difficult. In case if you are not able to get these handles or work properly, just click on the center of this pivot point and your handles will be working very clearly. You just need to a bit tweak the values so you may get the perfect round shape, because these are getting hard edges. So we'll just click on the bezier corner, the tab. We'll just make our shape little bit curvy. It's giving very hard edges. We don't need any hard edges. Just click on the bezier corner here, and we'll start getting the round shape. We just need to place the vertex properly as per the reference, and we'll get the perfect shape very easily. So how, let me show you how the lathe works. Just click on the lathe and you can just decrease the value. So you will here see that the basic shape is here, the line which we have modeled on the reference, and as soon as you just start increasing the degree, you get 360, you get your complete round shape. So this is the lathe modifier. This helps in creating the shapes like 360-degree shapes very easily. Like let me show you one more example. Let's just delete it. Like if you just need to model a bottle or a showpiece, so you just need to take care of the items. You just need to observe the shapes and click very lightly. Go to the modified tab panel, click on the vertex, just adjust the shape little bit, bezier corner, and place the pivot point to the center. Doesn't matter if you place it here or here, but you just need to care about, you need to place it to the center. Click on the affect pivot point once more, click on the modified panel, and just apply lathe to it. So here you can see you just got a round vessel very easily. So this is the lathe modifier. This helps in creating the 360-degree objects or round shapes very easily. So the next modifier is sweep. Sweep modifier is basically used when there is a particular shape throughout the path. Like if you have a shape of bridge. Okay, let's make it roughly. If you have a shape of bridge, like if it's going, okay, if you have a shape of bridge, like if it's going something like that, you just need to take care of the points. Like if it is a shape, like if it is a shape of a bridge, so if you want this shape throughout your path, you just need to make the outer shape once and just tweak the vertices, and then you just need to do very easily. Then you need to make the path through which you want this shape. Okay, so let's make a path. Click right click, Then just click on your path, go to the modify panel, apply sweep. These are the default built-in shapes given here, like bar, cylinder, T, white. You can just check out this shape, and the another option is use custom section type. So you just need to click on the pick and select your shape. So here you can see that whole shape, the outline which you have made, the whole shape has gone throughout your path. So this modifier helps in when you are making a bridge or when you are making the road. These type of model like bridge, road are can be easily made by the sweep modifier. So these were the two modifiers which are very much helpful. So next, now move to the compound objects, geometry panel, compound objects. Here are basically 12 items given, but each and every item is not that much useful. So let's start from the most useful things. Okay, so just take a box and a sphere, go to the compound objects, click on this scatter. So here scatter object is like you just need to select your main object. Sorry, you just need to select your main object, click on the scatter, and here is pick distribution object. Pick distribution object, click on it and click on this sphere. So now this time it is not clearly visible for you, so go to the modifier panel and go downward and just decrease its size, and now increase the duplicates. So here you can see that these duplicates have just covered this sphere. Let's make it more easy to understand. You just create a box and a sphere. Now click on the object you want to scattered. So just I want to scatter this sphere on this box. So just click on sphere, go to the compound objects, click on scatter and pick distribution object and just click on the sphere. So this time your ball just sphere inserted just into the box shape. Go downward, just decrease the base scale value and start increasing duplicates. So here you can see that your sphere has just covered the shape of box. So now you can just increase the number of duplicates, you can just increase their size, you can just pick the different values, you can just click skip an area, random faces, along edges, all vertices, all edges, even area. You can just tweak out values. Here is the option of proxy and mesh. You can just generate new seed. This option is for generating like new species of the particular object, like different each and every time you just click on it you will get different type of species. Okay, so this is the scatter object, delete it. Now let's move to the blob mesh option. Blob mesh give you a mesh, blobby mesh, and you can just apply it on your shape. Like if you want to just make this type of blobby object on a arc, like just click on the arc and you want that it should apply on this shape, so you just need to go to the compound objects, blob mesh, and you can just pick object. So you can, sorry, so you can just your pick your objects, just click on the pick and select it, and now you will get the blob object all over there. You can just play with the size. As you increase the size, it will merge. As you increases the size, it will merge into a single object. Like you have got that particular shape, this blobby shape onto the path. You can apply these type of blobby shapes in any type of the path you need. Like if you just need to make the layout of a box, rectangle, square, or and you just want that blobby, this shape should be a little bit blobby, you can just make a blobby shape, click on the path and just apply to it, so it will cover the whole path with its blobby shape. Okay, so now next move to the boolean option. Boolean option is like if you want, let me like if there is a box and you want a certain hole in the center, so you can just make a box, take a cylinder, and if you want a perfect circle in between, just place in between, click on the box, go to compound objects, boolean, and pick operation B. So here is the here you get the actual perfect circle between the box. It is for just creating the hole in an object, and this is for the creating single hole in the object. If you want to create multiple hole in the objects, you just need to take once again the box and you need to apply sphere on it, multiple spheres, so that you can understand easily. Okay, just copy that shape, just copy, select, copy. So now you want that these shapes must be booleans within these shapes, so just select the object you want to get shapes boolean in and click on the compound objects, click on the pro boolean and click on start picking and start clicking the shapes. You will start getting the particular hole in your object, or you mesh, you can say. So this is the work of pro boolean option. This is similar to the boolean and pro boolean. Boolean gives you to boolean the item in a while, and pro boolean give you choice for multiple booleans. The next option is pro cutter. Pro cutter is similar to the boolean option. Like if you just make a box and a sphere and you just want again to delete this particular part from the box, the part which sphere is occupying, just need to click on the compound objects, go to the pro cutter and click pick stop, sorry, you just need to select the sphere, the part you want to deduct. I just want to deduct this sphere from this box, so just click on the sphere, pro cutter, and I just want to cut this shape from this shape, so just click on the pick stop object and click it here, so the particular shape you wanted will be just deleted from the box. So these are the option of compound objects. One more important option is loft. Loft is basically used for same as I explained you in the sweep modifier, but the difference is when you apply texture on the sweep modifier, the texture is like disturbed or not properly placed, but if you just apply it on the loft, the texture will automatically take the shape of the path. Like for example, if I am just making the road, let's delete it. Like if I'm just making the road and I just want the shape of road like to be that, I'll just click on the compound objects, loft, and here you get option of get path and get shape. This time I have clicked on the get shape, so this time I need to click on the get path and click here, and you will see that you start getting that shape. You can click on the modifier panel, you can just check out the things, skin parameters, shapes, deformation, etc. So like you got the particular shape, or if you want to just control Z for the back undo. So if you want to just click here, like click on the shape, this time you can click on the loft, and so this is the path, and you just click on the get shape and click it here, so you will get the particular road. It's here. Now when you apply the texture on the loft, the texture will automatically take the shape of the road, like the road curve here. But if you apply it on the sweep modifier, the texture will not take the shape of the curve and the particular turn, so the texture there is not properly placed. So in making the shapes like of road and the pull bridges, you can choose the option from loft because it helps in placing the texture properly. So these were the two modifiers which were left in the earlier tutorial. These are the commonly used modifier which helps us in modeling a lot. These are the options of compound objects. The compound objects have really a good option of loft, boolean. These are very helpful in, and now just let's reset the max once again, and let's talk about the align option. Align option is basically used like you have a cylinder, give it a height, and like you just there is an sphere, and you just need to apply this sphere on the top of the cylinder in between. So you will just try it here. Let's make the radius small so that you can understand. So you will just keep it here, you will manage, try to do this, so you can just properly align this sphere on this cylinder. So just select the shape or object you want to align and click alt a is for align. As soon as you click alt a, you can see there is a different sign of alignment, and click on that object you want to align on. As soon as you click the option, you will get three options: X, Y, Z. As soon as you click on the Z option, it will go to the Z axis. Here are the option of current object: minimum center, pivot to pivot, max center to center. You should will click on center to centered and X, Y, Z. So it will properly place this sphere on the center of cylinder, and click on OK. So you will here see that this sphere just went to the Z axis, and now you can see that the sphere is properly aligned to the center of cylinder. You can see here also. So this is the option of alignment shortcut is alt a. And now we'll talk about the copy paste option. Like if you just click on the shift and you move the object, you will get three options while copying the copy, instance, and reference. Like copy, so just copying the object. Now I'll tell you very properly. Copy just for copying the object. If you want to just pick the values of this sphere, you can. If you just want to change something like that, this you can. Okay, but we have multiple sphere. Like there is a scene you have created 100 to 200 chairs, and if there is a particular change you want to do in the leg of a chair, so you can't change 100. You can you cannot make the changes in 100 of chairs in that particular scene. So in this type of situation where the objects are common and in multiple numbers, you can just click on the instance, give number of option you want. So here you will get a line, and the benefit of making instance is you can select the main sphere, and the thing you make change the main object, that particular parameter is changed in all of the 36 or 38 copies you have made that time. So instance option is used in that time. And the third option, reference, is if like you have modeled a thing very properly, and you just need to show to some person, and you want that he must not make any change, so you can just click here and click on the reference option. Reference option is like particular object can be seen anything can be done, but the main thing is that the object will not have the parameters. Like this sphere is having the parameters, but the reference object will not have the parameters. So there can no changes can be done on the reference object. So this is the benefit of reference object. There can no changes be done. You can show your file to any of the client or any of the person without hesitating. So these were the options of 3ds Max. So today we have talked about lathe, sweep, the compound objects, alignment, and three options of the copy, reference, and instance. So you can just make a different type of models, and in next tutorial we'll talk about the editable poly mode. In next tutorial I will completely explain you what editable poly mode. So and then we'll make a good tutorial. Thank you.